What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we have a little bit of a Detroit Lions update. We're going to be running through today's participation report for practice. And let me just say, we got some good news. Let's get it started.
You know, I got to shout out DoseOfDion, man, because it was actually the first time I went live on YouTube. And, you know, guys don't know DoseOfDion. He put out a lot of good content for the Detroit Lions.
Welcome everybody to another video. Glad you guys are here. And yes, you guys know I keep a big eye, okay? I keep one eye over here on the injury report, and I keep another eye here on something else. I don't know what else. I don't know where I was going with that one. But you guys know I'm very up to date with the injuries. I try to keep very up to date with what's going on with the Lions injuries, and I try to share that information with you guys. And since today is Wednesday, the Lions were back at it in practice, so we have a little bit of our participation report. Let me say, for the most part, it's pretty darn good news. We do have a little bit of news that's a little bit concerning, but we'll get to that in a second. So we're going to run through it, man. We're going to discuss everything that's going on with the Lions players. So let's get into it. Okay, now last week against the Green Bay Packers, the Detroit Lions had a couple of inactive players, and that was Julian Okwara and Chris Jones. Obviously, you had your injured guys, which we'll get into. Cornerback that you signed in Chris Jones and Julian Okwara was inactive. Now, these two inactives were not because of injuries. From what I understand, Julian Okwara was actually inactive because the Detroit Lions needed to have other positions with depth heading into that game because they were depleted elsewhere. And at the cornerback spot, the Lions didn't need Chris Jones, which is kind of a good sign, I would say, because they signed him for cornerback, and they didn't need him maybe because they were just kind of trying to see what's going on there with Jeffrey Okudah. I don't know. He wasn't active, though, against the Green Bay Packers, so I'm assuming he's probably not going to be active this week against the Arizona Cardinals. That's just my assumption. And for Julian Okwara, I could actually see him playing this weekend. See, against Aaron Rodgers, you're facing a different type of quarterback. Now, Kyler Murray, I don't know how much we're going to blitz him. But what I do know is Julian Okwara is one of the most athletic players we're going to have in basically your front seven. He's a very fast, explosive player. Now, he has to work on his contain, which I think could be a concern for the Lions. He's also not the best run defender, but he's super athletic, super explosive, and that's a player that could probably keep up with Kyler Murray if he gets outside the pocket. So if the Detroit Lions can make sure that he's prepared to contain Kyler Murray, this is someone that I could see getting a pretty good amount of snaps this week. I would keep an eye on him. Also, last week we missed Nick Williams. He was kind of out like right near the end of the week, and it was like, oh, where did this come from? Nick Williams did not participate against the Green Bay Packers. I think we felt that a little bit. Deshaun Hand had to start. I didn't think he played very well against Green Bay, so Nick Williams missed that game, but he is back in practice right now. I don't know how much he practiced today, but I do know that he was at practice and at least trying, so that's a good thing. It's only Wednesday, so if guys are back in practice on Wednesday, that's usually a good sign for the rest of the week, as long as we don't have trainers like the Chargers where they're literally hurting their own players. Like, what? Did you guys hear about that? So I guess the doctor was trying to give him some medicine. What? Like, okay, dang. I know our trainers may get some hate, okay, because we got a lot of injuries, but that's tough. That is not good. Their quarterback, too. I don't know if y'all heard that or not, but Tyrod Taylor. Hey, guys, I know I do this a lot, and I usually hop into my videos later, and I do apologize for that because I just forget things. But I kind of forgot that Jayron Kearse is going to be returning week 4. Like, Jayron Kearse should be back week 4 as well, as he was suspended for the first 3 games of the season. Jayron Kearse is someone who the Lions, I think, have missed a lot. And I think he's one of those players that can match up against a tight end, a running back. He has the size, so he's not going to be outsized by a tight end, but he also has the quickness and speed to not be beat by a tight end or even a running back. I mean, I think that guy is like the X factor who I talked about in the offseason for the defense, but then he was suspended for the first 3 games. But that's the player that can do all these little different roles and all these little different things that, you know, teams really don't have. I mean, not a lot of teams have a Jayron Kearse, and it was a big deal when the Lions signed him because he could do that and also play special teams. I think he would have been big for the first couple games, especially when teams attack tight ends. I think he would have been very big against Chicago and Tracy Walker on the tight end. When you line him one-on-one, you know, remember by the goal line, we had a one-on-one. Walker on a tight end. Walker's going to do his best, but he's outsized. I mean, that's all it really comes down to. You just throw it to him, he's outsized. But you put Jayron Kearse out there, who's 6'4", snap, you're not really outsized anymore. Jayron Kearse is going to be huge, and he could be back for week 4. That is awesome. I forgot to completely mention him, but there you go. Okay, let's continue back with the Lions injuries. We know what the IR looks like. Currently, I'm going to give you guys this little update on the IR in case anybody's forgotten. We have Austin Bryant, who's not technically on IR, right? He's on the PUP list, but Austin Bryant's expected to be back by week 8. That's what I've seen, so I just throw that out there. Michael Ford, he's on IR. He's expected back week 4. Bo Scarborough's expected back week 4. Justin Coleman's expected back week 6. And Joe Dahl is expected back week 6. So that's kind of just a quick little IR update. So you can see Michael Ford and Bo Scarborough Scarborough could potentially be back next week, which would be pretty darn awesome, especially Michael Ford. Nothing against Bo Scarborough, but Michael Ford for sure, because it would add some depth to that cornerback group. And, when it does get a little depleted or they try to spread you out, it'd be nice to have Michael Ford out there, who's a pretty solid cornerback. On to the big names, the names that you guys came here for. I know you did. Okay, that's why I pushed it up. No, I'm playing. But the names that you came here for, Kenny Golladay. Kenny Golladay is practicing today. He is full go. He's doing a lot of work in practice, at least from what we've got to see this small amount. Kenny Galladay's out there and he's practicing. That's great news. It was expected that Kenny Golladay would play this weekend on Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals. I think we got that news Monday. So he is participating in practice. He's pretty much full go, and that's awesome. Kenny Golladay is a huge part of this offense. And if you guys didn't watch my video on what's wrong with the Lions offense, it wasn't like anything was major, like a huge problem. But Kenny Golladay is a big factor, and we kind of talked about that in the video. So if Kenny Golladay can play this weekend, expect the Lions offense to look much more explosive and very, very different. I'm super excited to see Kenny Golladay back on the field. It would be his debut for the 2020 season after super high expectations, so that's great. Also, Hunter Bryant continues to practice, going through drills. Now, even when he is healthy, I don't know how much the Detroit Lions are going to utilize him. Detroit Lions didn't take the chance of him getting picked up by someone else on practice squad. They've kept him on the active roster, even though he hasn't participated. They like Hunter Bryant. If he can be healthy, I can see him getting a small little role. We know we do have Jesse James and TJ Hawkinson, but Hunter Bryant's the guy the Lions seem to really like. He's practicing. Big V is practicing. Yes, our right tackle, okay? Our first major signing this offseason is practicing. Thank you. Awesome. That's what I want to hear, man. We're already missing Joe Dahl. We missed Big V. We missed 2 starting offensive linemen last week. No hate to Terrell Crosby. Okay, Terrell Crosby's actually done a really good job filling in, but I want to see Big V out there. I want to see the big man, big paid. I want to see him play. I didn't mean to make all that rhyme. Did that even rhyme? I don't know if that rhymed. Now, here's the unfortunate news. Desmond Trufant with no participation in today's practice. Matt Patricia basically said everybody but Trufant is going to participate in practice today. That hurts. That really does hurt. It was expected that Desmond Trufant's injury wasn't super serious and that he could play last Sunday. He didn't. And now today on Wednesday, he's really not participating. So I don't think he needs to a lot because he did play in week 1. Hopefully, he's out there and taking in on the scheme and he's ready to go. I mean, he is a veteran. So I think if he practices Thursday and Friday, he'll play. Hopefully that means he'll practice tomorrow because that's one guy that I'm definitely keeping an eye on. Looking at the Arizona receiving group, yeah, I think it'd be nice to have Desmond Trufant. When you're going against Larry Fitzgerald, DeAndre Hopkins, Christian Kirk, Andy Isabella, it would be nice to have Desmond Trufant on the field. So that is your injury update. So for the most part, the Lions are getting healthy, and they need that heading into week 3 against Arizona. It is a big week after an 0-2 start. The Lions need to bounce back. That's really what it is. They just need to get something going, some kind of win, to just get some momentum, right? To just get that feeling like, hey, we did this. Now let's get this thing rolling. You can't get something rolling if you never get it started. You know what I mean? Okay, you're going to quote me on that? I don't know. You know what I mean, though? Like, you got to get something started. It has to start somewhere, and hopefully it starts on week 3. And that would be an upset win for sure against Arizona. So let me know your thoughts, comments below. That is your injury update for Wednesday. I'll be back with more in the next couple days. Thank you for watching, and I'm out. I don't know what's going on here. I feel like a weather person. I don't know why I'm holding this either. But look at all these members. Are you kidding me? Hall of Fame, All-Pro, patrons. Look how many All-Pro members. I can't even see the bottom, dog. What? If you guys want to be a part of this, all you got to do is click the join button. It's on the homepage of my YouTube channel. But this is absolutely nuts. Shout out to you guys. This is crazy. I had to bring out my cool shirt for this one, okay? Because y'all are legends. I had to bring out the legends. See what I'm doing?